So all these writers, they realized the importance of practice of yoga, and they realized the grave responsibility, their responsibility as an individual, as yoga teacher, contributing to the society. Should be properly trained in yoga. They should understand the importance of the healthy individual in the society. But I always insist on one thing, that health is not just physical. WHO also, World Health Organization also reiterates that health is not just physical. Your ideas should be healthy. Your knowledge should be healthy. Healthy in the sense, all these should contribute to a kind of coexistence in the world. If my thoughts, if my existence, if my ideas disturb the social harmony, then I am not healthy. I am an unhealthy person. So this health is very much required, and that is achievable through yoga. When everybody practices such yoga and everybody becomes a trained soldier, then the society will be very strong. That society can stand against all odds, all wrong things in the society. And as I have given an example of some nation in Ireland or somewhere, so there will be healthy individuals, but an indirect benefit of that is social harmony. So thus, the entire globe, that means the entire earth occupied by us, the Homo sapiens, can be a best place to live in. Otherwise, each nation will be afraid of the other. Every time there will be a kind of apprehension, a kind of tension, and yoga tries to remove that. So through this, we can appeal to all nations that our central government has rightly initiated the yoga movement. Through this, every individual can become healthy physically, mentally, intellectually, and he can contribute directly and indirectly to the prosperity of the nation. And thus, we can expect a very strong and rich nation through this Yoga Sainika. So with this, I conclude here. It's already 11:40. Thank you all for your patient hearing. See you all. Have a good day. Namaste.
Thank you, sir, for your informative speech. Thank you very much, sir. He was our guest of honor, Dr. Madhusudan Penna, Vice Chancellor of Kobi, Kuloguru Kalidas Sanskrit University, Ramtek, Maharashtra. And he has contributed with his speech, Yoga for Social Harmony. I think his speech has a great impact on our society also. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Our next speaker is Dr. Lakshmi Kandan, Assistant Professor of Morarji Desai, National Institute of Yoga, New Delhi. Actually, Dr. Ishar V. Basaravadi sir is absent due to some engagement in ministry program in Ahmedabad. So on behalf of him. Dr. Lakshmikandan sir is representing him on behalf of Basarati sir. And he is one of the eminent speaker, and he is going to deliver a speech on therapeutic effects of yoga practices.
Okay, namaste.
Namaste, sir. Sir, you can continue your speech.
Sure. So before start the session, just I want to go for prayer. Sit comfortably. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Okay, namaste. Okay. So, just 1 minute. I want to share the PPT. It is possible? I want to share PPT.
Yes, sir.
Can you allow to share PPT? Yeah. Host disabled attend. Okay. Can you allow me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is not possible. Disabled share because host kindly give permission to share my PowerPoint.
Just a minute, sir. We are trying.
Okay. So today our topic is therapeutic effects of yoga practices. Yes, I think okay.
Now you can share the screen, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's right. So it is visible now?
Yes, sir. You can continue.
Okay. So today our topic therapeutic effects of yoga practices. So we know the yoga practices. I don't want to discuss too much. Just we have the short time, so I want to just brief all headings. So yoga practices, we know that asanas, pranayam, dhyan, shatkriyas, bandh and mudras. So before going to yoga practices, we want to know the benefits of yoga practices. If you know the yoga practices benefits, then we can practice with full involvement. So for this purpose, I want to share some of the scientific evidence-based discussion now. So here the slide shows, the first slide shows our systems. So here the musculoskeletal system, circulatory system, digestive system, immune system, nervous, reproductive, lymphatic, endocrine, and respiratory system. So here the yoga practices how impact on that our systems. Just you want to discuss for 10 to 15 minutes now. So first of all, the first system is our musculoskeletal system. This is very important system. So the whole body is based on the musculoskeletal system. Our bones, muscles, ligaments, joints, tendons, everything to frame comes under the musculoskeletal systems. So how yoga practices impact on that musculoskeletal system. You want to see first one by one. So here, while practicing yoga, it enhances our joint flexibility. So nowadays we are facing a lot of health issues like arthritis, mainly that neck problems, cervical spondylosis, back pain, lumbar spondylosis. Nowadays the more common issue is sciatica problem. It is the sciatic nerve which compresses in the region of lumbar region. So these are more common nowadays because of our lack of physical activity and the lifestyle changes. So the yoga practices helps to maintain the fitness in our body. So here the main point is it improve the flexibility in our joint. That means it enhances the joint range. The one more important point, nowadays we are not using our joint complete movements. For example, in my shoulder joint, there is a movements like flexion, extension, abduction, adduction, internal rotation, external rotation, and finally circumduction. So like that, in each and every joints having the range of movements. But nowadays we are not using our joints. We have the luxury life. So like we are sitting in a chair, and if you want to take any object, you will just turn, just twist the chair and take the objects, not twist your spines. So we are facing a lot of health issues, mainly that joint stiffness. So yoga practice helps to enhance the flexibility. And second important thing is improve the alignment. That is posture. There is a latest research says each and every individual having some mild deformities in the spinal alignment. Everyone having some mild deformities. Some people it shows visible, sometimes it not shows visible. Like for example, some people having the like kyphosis, matlab just a stooped posture, then lateral bend, that is called scoliosis, then lumbar curvature or cervical curvature, excess curvature is called lordosis. These are the major problems nowadays because of again the muscle weakness and prolonged bad posture. Nowadays we are sitting continuously in office for 6 hours 8 hours like that without rest, just doing doing the activities without rest. The prolonged bad posture leads to malalignment or deformities in the spine. So asana or mainly the yoga practices helps to improve the spinal alignment. That is very, very important. And third, muscle imbalance. The deformity of spine is mainly due to muscle imbalance. The muscle imbalance means, for example, the flexors, that is lumbar flexors, lumbar tensors, side flexors. So each side group of muscles should be equally, they should have the equal strength. But sometimes what happens, one side of the muscle group having the more strength, the other group having the weak. So that imbalance leads to deformities. So the yoga practices again helps to make the balance of muscles, that is strength get improved. Then that ligaments. So our joint structures, everything. For the next slide, just you can see the problems. The ligaments, in the spinal column, that is spinal vertebra, the ligaments play a vital role. In each and every joints, the ligaments play a vital role to connect the bones and to support the joints. So again, the practices helps to strengthen the ligaments. Okay, and the Nali told you that the sciatica problem, that is disc bulge. This is one of the main causes at young age. Nowadays, the people are persons are going to gym for fitness like that. Sometimes what happened, the improper guidance, the student or the person lift heavy weight, or in the home also we are doing lift heavy weight. So what happened, the disc in the lumbar region get bulge. That means that if the depends upon the disc bulge, the nerve compression may vary. It may go for grade 1, grade 2 like that. So if that severity it may be increased, the pain will radiate to the thighs, then legs, and the numbness will happen, or pin fixation will happen. So a lot of issues we are facing because everything because of weakness in the muscles. Okay, and yoga practices enhance the density, bone density. Okay, so nowadays the due to lack of poor nutrition or lack of physical activity, the bones are going to weak. So that way a person easily get fractures. The one of the main important point nowadays, the old age people around after 60 or 60 above, after 60, the person after 60, the person facing some important fracture. It is called femur neck fracture. Femur neck fracture is a old age fracture. More commonly, the person may fall down in the washroom or bathroom like that. That weak point, that is the femur, that is a thigh bone. In thigh bone, there is a femur. That is inside. That is a neck. The neck of femur is more prone to fracture because of bone density loss. So here the yoga practices helps to improve the overall bone density. That is very important. And the other points here, we have the joint receptors, proprioceptors. So the practicing yoga helps to enhance the proprioceptors. That means there's a receptors which is located in the joints, muscles, which helps to give the sensory to the joints, sensitive to the joints. For example, if I sit, then I can understand my knee is 90 flexion, my hip is 90 flexion, my ankle is dorsal flexion or plantar flexion. So I know the position of my joints because of these proprioceptors. So practicing yoga helps to enhance the function of the proprioceptors. Okay. And one next point, that fibromyalgia. This is one of the major back problem or the whole body problem, the fibromyalgia. It is generalized body pain. So the practicing yoga, especially the asanas, enhance the problem to treat the fibromyalgia by reducing the tenderness point. There's a trigger point. It helps to relieve the tenderness point. Okay. There's some pictures. Just see here that posture problems. Okay. Some research evidence. Yes. Now we come to the next system, respiratory system. So respiratory system is one of the major system. So in this system, our lung play a vital role to improve the oxygen level in our body. That is oxygen saturation in our body. So lung is a very important for to survive. So just see the picture here. Yes. So this is one of the postural deformity that is called kyphosis. A kyphosis problem, that is a stupid posture. This problem mostly nowadays more common because the person sitting in long time, like in office, they just bend forward and work too much. That means the chest muscles, everything get tight, and the upper back muscles, everything weak. So the spine goes to that is stupid posture. And finally, what happened? The movement of ribs. The movement of ribs. Just see the picture here. Sorry, one second. Yes. There is a lungs located inside the thoracic cage. The thoracic cage is framed by sternum and in back that is a spine, and between this there is a ribs. So the ribs normally moving. Just see the picture here. The ribs normally moving like bucket handle, just moving upward, outward like that movement. Then only the thoracic cage or thoracic cavity, that diameter, that is a transverse diameter, posterior diameter, and vertical diameter, all three diameters get increased. Thereby the lungs easily expand. But what happened due to the stupid posture, the ribs movement get arrested. So finally that diameter of thoracic cage, transverse, anteroposterior, and vertical diameter, everything get restricted. So the lungs unable to expand properly. So here again, the yoga practices helps to enhance the rib cage movement. That is, it helps to improve the function of intercostal muscles. There's a muscle which is located between the ribs. That is called intercostal muscles. That muscles get proper function, thereby the ribs easily moves upward and down, upward and outward. So the transverse diameter, anteroposterior diameter, and diaphragm going down, so it helps to vertical diameter will increase. So that thereby the lung easily expand completely. So we have the capacity 6 liters capacity on the lungs. So we can use our lungs completely. There's a 5 lobes in our lungs. So normally we are using only for superficial. It's upper lobe only we are taking more amount of oxygen. The lower lobe get minimum amount of oxygen because we are using shallow breath. So here, while practicing pranayam, asana helps to enhance the complete function of the, that is total lung capacity get improved. Okay, right. So here the lung is very, very important. Next one is here the problem, major problem called sinusitis problem, asthma. These are the nowadays more common problems. So in yoga, there is a practices called Shatkriyas, that is in mainly that Jalneti. Jalneti practices, there is a lukewarm water, warm lukewarm water, in this some salt. So in this chemical, that salt water, warm water helps to kill the bacteria or virus which is inside the nasal region. So here what happened in sinusitis, that blockage happened in the sinus passage. So while practicing sinus, that Jalneti helps to opening the sinus passage. So what happened, that what the fluid accumulated inside the frontal sinus, ethmoid sinus, in this region, everything comes out and helps to healing process, enhance the healing process, and followed by we practice Kapalabhati practice. So it enhances the to improve the sinusitis problem, that is to cure the sinusitis problem. And one more here down, that bronchial asthma. So these are the major, this is also one of the major problem nowadays, respiratory disorder. So in bronchial asthma, that passage, respiratory passage, that that is a bronchial tree passage, everything get narrow, and the alveoli unable to receive the sufficient amount of oxygen, because the narrow passage of bronchial tree, and the air passage also very less. So the alveoli is the small air like balloon which is located inside the lungs. There are around 300 millions of alveoli, small balloon-like structure. So each alveoli is filled by air. But what happened due to bronchial asthma, the alveoli not able to receive sufficient amount of oxygen, and also that alveoli having the lost its elasticity, unable to dilate, unable to shrink. It is difficult. So what happened? The practice of asanas and pranayama mainly, it helps to improve the function of the alveoli and reduce the bronchoconstriction, bronchospasm, improve the function of alveoli wall, that is elasticity, and reduce the bronchospasm. So the person, and also it stimulates the parasympathetic and make balance the autonomic nervous system, so that bronchospasm get reduced, bronchoconstriction also less, and the person go for bronchodilation, so the person easily breathe easily. Yes. Next practice here, I already discussed that kriya also. Surya Namaskar. So we know the Surya Namaskar, it has the 12 postures. So these postures again improve the function of the whole spinal column, that is musculoskeletal system, and also respiratory system, all systems. And pranayama, in particularly respiratory system, how the pranayama functions. So the, I already told you the autonomic nervous system get balanced, and also that bronchial tree lining also gets soothed, and hypersensitivity, that is very, very important. Normally in asthma patient, they have the hypersensitivity. So here advice the kriyas, asana, pranayama helps to reduce the hypersensitivity of the bronchial lungs. So thereby the patient's breathing difficulty get reduced, and the lung capacity volume also get increased. Oxygen saturation in the body also get increased. And one more research says the Brahmari pranayam helps to improve the gas. It is called nitric oxide. Improve the one gas called nitric oxide, NO. This nitric oxide play a vital role like a local defense mechanism. So while the person performing Brahmari, so can we practice Brahmari? Everyone please sit properly. Sit comfortably. Spine straight. Just to keep the finger just close like that, or you can use the Shanmugh Mudra also. So now we use simple technique. Just to close the ears, Just press the tragus inside and close the ears and close the eyes and take deep inhale. Once again, take deep inhale. Now slowly release the hand. Just feel the vibration. So while practicing Brahmari Pranayam regularly, morning and evening, whenever you have the time, properly if you practice, that nitric oxide will produce in our body that will help to heal the inflammation. So those who having the sinusitis problem, this Brahmari Pranayam play a vital role to cure the problems, sinusitis. So we can recommend sinusitis ke liye Brahmari Pranayam we can recommend. Okay. Now that meditation. So meditation having the lot of benefits. So here helps to balance the autonomic nervous system. So the autonomic nervous system means the system is sympathetic and parasympathetic. So our all internal organs, lungs, heart, that digestive system, that stomach, so spleen, pancreas. So each and every organs which is inside the thoracic cage and also abdominal cage, everything separated by the autonomic nervous system, that is called sympathetic and parasympathetic. These two systems is very, very important. So the problem is due to one of the system is functioning more, the other system going to down. That is very, very important. We want to make balance the two systems. That is sympathetic and parasympathetic should be balanced. So the meditation and mainly the yoga in this meditation play a vital role to make the balance. That is very, very important. So we our for example, simple example, our heart rate will increase due to sympathetic, our heart rate reduced due to parasympathetic. So these two is very important. Any one may be rise, it will lead to problem. So we want to make the balance. That is very, very important. So pranayama and meditation play a vital role to make the balance autonomic system and also immune system. So our immune system also very, very important. So our thymus gland, and also the spleen, everything get enhanced the functions. Thereby the immune system get improved. So nowadays the problem of COVID is more common, more spreading more. So we should improve our immunity. That is very, very important. So again, meditation, pranayam play a vital role to enhance the immune system. So some of the research says how the neti helps to treat sinusitis. They are giving a lot of research evidence here. I think we have 2 minutes. I think if you allow 2 minutes, I will complete my PPT. If you permit 2 minutes, I will allow. I will complete my PPT. Two more PPTs.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Continue.
Right. Now the third system, the cardiovascular system. So today we discuss 3 to 4 is the main system only. So we have less time. So the third one is called cardiovascular system. So again, the yoga practices helps to regulate our heartbeat, heartbeat, and also improve the heart functions. Nowadays, the problem is more common. That is called hypertension. Hypertension is more common nowadays, and also 30 years, 35 years old person facing the problem of cardiac arrest, heart attack. So Here, how yoga play a vital role to manage hypertension as well as heart attack. That is very, very important. So, regular practicing asanas, pranayama, meditation helps to regulate our heartbeat. First point, regulate our heart rate. So we have the 72 beats per minute. That is a heart rate. So that practice of yoga helps to regulate our heart rate. First point. Second point, our blood pressure also get regularized because the vasoconstriction, vasodilatation is regulated by our ANS, autonomic system. So we can regulate our blood pressure also. It is possible. And third point, the practicing yoga helps to reduce the LDL level, bad cholesterol, and enhance the good cholesterol, HDL level. So our body is filled by good cholesterol. So there is no harm. There is a HDL level. So it reduces the LDL level, bad cholesterol. So the third point. Then fourth point, atherosclerosis. That is the fat which deposit inside the blood vessel wall. So thereby the heart also not received sufficient amount of blood. That is called coronary atherosclerosis. See, we can say it is called CAD, coronary artery disease. So we can overcome that atherosclerosis problem by practicing yoga. So the fat deposit inside the blood vessel wall also get reduced. We can enhance the blood flow to the heart. There is a heart also. Sub heart ka main function is to pump the blood toward the body, and also the heart receives the blood supply from through coronary artery, thereby it functioning. So the blood may reduce due to atherosclerosis to the cardiac muscles. It only go for cardiac failure or cardiac arrest or heart attack. So we can avoid such type of things by practicing yoga. Okay, right. And yes, now the digestive system. So indigestion, constipation, we can overcome, and also the practice basti. In the basti, it is a enema. It's a uric enema. So we can overcome the constipation problem. So constipation is a major problem nowadays. So there is we can overcome. So constipation, if you overcome, then the piles problem also we can overcome. And last, stress is the major factor for all disease. All problems are based on the stress. So yoga practices helps to manage stress. Manage stress. That is very important. Okay. So I want to stop my session. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable speech. Nowadays, we have
Thank you.
multi-dimensional problems in our physical body. So our topic, therapeutic aspect on the human body and how yoga practices help in the physical body can help us in many ways. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for connecting with us. Our next speaker, Professor K. Krishna Sharma. K. Krishna Sharma. Sir, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Yes.
Yes, sir. So we have with us Professor K. Krishna Sharma, Professor and Chairman of Department of Human Consciousness and Yogic Science, Mangalore University. And he is going to contribute us with his topic, Yoga for Health. Sir, please continue.
Namaste.
Namaste, sir.
Now. अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपात्तमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। First itself, I congratulate organizers and university authorities for organizing this seminar and giving the opportunity to share in this occasion for me. So first itself, I thank Dr. Ujjwal and all your team. Now, directly I am going to the topic, yoga for health. Many places and in your this also you can see the theme and sub-theme level, physical health and mental health separated. But according to yoga, there is no question of physical health. Health means all together, but mainly anything, any changes, any modification, any development, everything according to Chitta and Chitta Vikshepa. Illness means or no health, whatever you say, it is a part of Chitta Vikshepa. Very clearly told in Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Hatha Pradipika, Gheranda Samhita, Bhagavad Gita, any place you go, it is told very clearly. By this, what we should understand means, according to Indian system, it may be any philosophy, any Puranas, any system of Indian concept, or according to that any study or any such a kind of subject is there, their first place for health. So what happened means in our system, unknowingly we are teaching for every student or child from the beginning, take care of your health. This is not good. This is good. This is better for you. Today you don't eat, like this you should be. See, like this kind of awareness we have in our own system all over India, see, in time immemorial method. According to place, according to area, according to the situation, it changes place to place, area to area. Its concept is very clearly mentioned in yoga. The Chitta Vikshepa we should not get. Then what is it? The prevention of Chitta Vikshepa and all those things we have seen, everybody knows. The common word, if we are saying higher level of concentration, not ordinary concentration, ekagra. We are translating concentration. Concentration means its limit goes very huge level, but ekagra means pinpointed, one pointed level only. Eka agra, single pointed level. Such a way, if concentration we are able to get, then many hurdles, many problems, or what we are speaking according to yoga or Sankhya, tapat prayas. Three types of problems, Adhyatmika, Adidaivika, Adibhautika. See, these are all the health problems, everything, they are part of tapat prayas only. So to overcome or to eliminate such a kind of problems, this is the best method, which is very systematically proved, time immemorial level and given. Therefore, today also, if anybody says, or anywhere if you are practicing Swastikasana, Padmasana, Mayurasana, Viparita Karani, Brahmari, Ujjayi, Bhastrika, any Kriyas, same result. There is no change. See, from that 200 years, 2000 years, 3000 years, same result is there. Even for meditation also. If we are not doing up to the mark, means in the specified system, specific way, such a performance level, maximum capacity has not given, no intensity, then according to the intensity, we are getting the result. That is our capacity. How means, if we are taking dinner or lunch or any food, according to our capacity, we can digest, we can assimilate. It is not equal for everybody. It is the individual capacity. It is not a capacity of subject or practice. If we are doing such a kind of practice, its result according to our intensity. Intensity mainly considered chitta level. Don't think mental level only. Mind is a part of chitta. Mind means one unit. See, mind means manas, ahankara, buddhi, three together, it is called chitta. Chitta means such a kind of one unit or such a kind of one subject or object, such a way we should consider. But we are translating chitta means mind. Then only we are getting a lot of confusions and diversion. So to avoid such kind of destruction in chitta or from chitta or to chitta, see, these varieties of practices have given. Acquired problems we should overcome first itself. That only very systematically told with the different types of kriyas. See, it is physical level. What we are speaking, vata, pitta, kapha. It is the visible level. It is understanding level. Beyond that which are there, sukshma, what they are calling. Pratiprasavaheyaha sukshmaha. In reverse process. What is reverse process? See, everybody knows ahara and entertainment and practice and sleep. See, all these kinds of practices, effect will be very sukshma. What we are saying, it will develop as a samskara. It is developing as a culture. So such a kind of up to genes level, its effect will be there. So what is important thing while practicing? What are the things we should control? Then only we will get the result. That very systematically told in Bhagavad Gita, in Patanjali Yoga Sutra, in Hatha Pradipika, Geranda Samhita, or Siddha Siddhanta Paddhati. Anything you take, basic principles they emphasize to gain good health. See, such a way we should practice them. How much we are practicing, that much result only. Now think, what are the important factors and important areas to gain good health we should practice? First thing, sleep we should maintain. Second thing, awakening. Third thing, food. Fourth, all other practices of yoga. Then comes your daily routine. See, without this sleep and awakening properly, if you are practicing, that much percentage of result will be reduced. I'm not saying no result. Result will be there. No 100%. It may be 50 or 20 or 10. Why, you may ask? Natural level of development, the concentration or relaxation, whatever it is, we are getting in sleep only. Only sleeping is not important. To get the right effect of sleep, we should go to sleep in time. We should get up from the sleep also in time. It is not according to my time or our time. It is the time according to the natural such a kind of biological clock. What is that natural biological clock? It is sunrise to sunset. Means daytime no sleep, it is active. Nighttime sleep, it is passive. So before getting sunrise, we should get up. Otherwise, we are welcoming all kinds of health hazards without paying anything, free of cost. This is the basic thing. Second comes awakening, already over. Sleep, when it becomes night, we should go to sleep. Why, you may ask? This is measured only with the modern science, that also in physics, which alpha development we can see to overcome all kinds of diseases or to cure diseases that will develop only in dark place, deep sleep only. See, then when we are getting deeper relaxation, then only all kinds of rejuvenation takes place. So deep sleep, when we will get immediately after going to sleep, we won't get It takes around half an hour or 15 minutes or 20 minutes, then deep sleep. We are getting deep sleep around 3 or 4 hours only. Thereafter, again, we are waking up. Then again, we are sleeping. See, like this, once or twice, we may get awareness and sleep. Sleep only, that relaxation. For that, only what we are experiencing after the sleep. Yes, I slept very nicely. I have not slept very nicely. Sleep was disturbed. When we are able to understand, after practice only. Same way, all kinds of practices, even food also. After eating, after digestion only, we will get the result. Therefore, the systematic subject, how it is developed and directed, such a way if we are following, there is no problem. It will be 100% result until Samadhi. Samadhi is the last stage. That very clearly told by Patanjali. You see, many of you are not observing Ashtanga Yoga. Ashtanga Yoga is outdated, all these things. No. It is very important part. What he says means, Yoganga Anushtanat Ashuddhi Kshaye Jnana Deepti Aviveka Khyate. Means, if you are following, maintaining, or Anushtana regularly, if you are doing what? Yoga Anga. What it means? Not 8 limbs also. Any one also. Continuously. It must be regular. Yoganga Anushtana. It is singular. It is the language style. So, what happens? Yoganga Anushthanat Ashuddhi Kshaya. All kinds of impurities will decrease. Which impurities is not mentioned there? It may be in heart, it may be in lungs, it may be in kidney, it may be in nervous system. Not only that much, according to yoga, in all nadis up to Sushumna Nadi. See? Ashuddhi Kshaya. What you mean by Ashuddhi Kshaya? Day by day, slowly, time to time, going on decreasing. It is called Kshaya, not suddenly vanishing. So immediate result, decreasing only. So such a kind of decreasing result one can see up to where it will decrease. See, if impurities are decreased systematically, jnana, one gets knowledge, intuition level. Jnana deepti, it shines. What you mean by shining or such a kind of illuminating quality of knowledge? Anytime, no time to give the answer, question, answer, conclusion, decision, everything, no time. Then you imagine the speed of that person. He will be in very high speed. That working capacity will be very good. So by this, what you can understand, for the development of skill also, controlling of chitta vritti, very, very important. That is possible only by Yoganga Anushtana, by the practicing method of yoga. Yoga practicing means not only asana practice, all kinds of practices which helps to control chitta vritti, chitta vikshepa. Up to what level one can increase? Aviveka khyate, up to viveka khyati. If you are gaining viveka khyati, then we will be in samadhi. It may be samprajñā samadhi or asamprajñā samadhi. Thereafter, it is automatic process. See, we need not try much. If you are maintaining, Anushtana is there, continuously it will flow. How? Dharana, dhyana, samadhi. Therefore, Patanjali told, Prayam antarangam purvebhyaha. They are all internal practices, comparatively earlier other 5 practices. Yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara. See, these are all external practices. Dharana, dhyana, samadhi, comparatively 3 internal practices. By this, what we should understand? See, any health hazard, not only health hazard, any kind of problems one can overcome by attaining good level of concentration. For that concentration, what are the things required that we should gain? Now, you know, say the obesity or under this weight or such a lack of food or such a kind of weakness because of lack of protein or vitamin or such a kind of the ingredients which is required in the food. See, like this, all these problems we are able to see. But major problems, our systems are not functioning correctly. For that purpose only in Hatha Pradipika he told, if you are practicing systematically asana, it gives such a kind of result. See, according to Hatha Pradipika, asana practicing is first level of asana, first level of yoga practice. You may follow or not. See, yoga asana, kuryat tadasanam stairyam arogyam angalaghavam. If you are practicing such a way systematically asana, it gives arogya, lightness of the body and body parts. See, stairya, what do you mean by stairya? Steadiness, courage. Where is this courage and stairya? If you are thinking according to modern concept, lungs capacity. It is mainly connected with the lungs. Why, you may ask? All these practices, important level, they are regularizing, systematizing the level of temperature, body temperature managing system. It is not so easy. According to modern science, for the management of temperature, see, any kind of energy, if it is synchronized, then only. That only in modern physics, what they say means, if two or more than two energies synchronized systematically, then it will be in a constructive level. It gives constructive energy, developing energy. Otherwise, it gives deterioration, destructive energy. So in yoga, what we are doing, physical, mental, and the same way breath level or buddhi level, we are trying to synchronize. I'm not saying 100% synchronize. We are trying to synchronize. If it is systematically, correctly synchronized, if that technique is learned and practiced by the practitioner, then definitely positive result. Otherwise, partial positive result only. So what happens? If anybody practices any yoga anga, result is definite. Nothing is outdated. Many persons may say, brahmacharya is outdated, meaningless. No. You might have heard the disease, what we are saying normally, this HIV positive. HIV positive. What is the problem for HIV positive? HIV positive, only the lack of result, brahmacharya. Nothing else. Control ourselves. It may be male or female. If it is not there, that transmission automatically will be there. The same way last 2 years we have seen Corona-19. Okay, why it is? We are saying there is no such a kind of body capacity, there's immunity development. Where is the quality of immunity development? If our digestive system is not functioning properly, then there is no development of immunity. Whatever the food item you are consuming, it should reach up to the immunity level development, what we are calling in modern science, synthesizing. Vitamin D is the biggest problem nowadays. It leads ultimately for many diseases. So to the development of D vitamin also, the food item what you are eating, it is, but we should know how to develop. For that purpose, synthesizing capacity, Sukshma level that development, very, very essential. That is possible by practicing asana, pranayama, bandha, mudra, these techniques. We cannot measure all these things only with the different system or effect of the system only. Why means any practice of yoga you take, it gives relaxation to the chitta and body, not giving strain. It is not exercise. If you are getting strain by these, then it is exercise only. So we cannot classify standing posture, sitting posture, twisting posture, backward bending, forward bending. It is a copy paste of exercise only. Why means here group of practices are there. Why? To control your pancha prana. Measuring method is different. How you can understand? For example, I am asking the final position of this Dhanurasana, simple practice. How you can say, is it right or wrong? See, where one should be. It should be very clear. There is no time. So I am not expecting the answer from you. How many of you are doing knowingly you think, then only you can get the result. Only on the navel region. Most of these persons are standing below the navel region, abdominal area only. Bending is not important. If you are standing on navel region, yes, it starts to give the result of Dhanurasana. When you are reaching the perfection level, result will be perfect. Now it is not measured as a backward bending posture. Another thing you see, in Dhanurasana, inhalation will be very good. Exhalation will be a little short. In Trikonasana, exhalation will be very good. Inhalation will be a little short. In Paschimottanasana, exhalation will be very good. Inhalation will be short. In Purvottanasana, inhalation will be very good. Exhalation will be short. Again, the pause level also changes. By what happens? What is inhalation? What is exhalation? Inhalation means Puraka, which is the significance of prana. What is exhalation? It is the significance of apana. So prana, apana, we should balance means inhalation, exhalation should be correct. According to that system, we should go, not sitting, standing, lying. It won't give 100% result. That is our problem in the research. Again and again, repeatedly, if we are doing any research, no result. You can see. Therefore, what we are doing in any research paper, you see, they are not claiming any certain kind of practices. It should be mentioned very clearly. So what happens ultimately? Tomorrow it will be in a different school level, not yoga research. So why I told all these things means, see, this kind of systematic practice, systematic lifestyle, everything has given in yoga. It is in the viewpoint of health only. See, for the concentration, samadhi purpose, what is the important obstacle? Vyadhi, Dhyana, Samshaya. These are all 9 obstacles to samadhi. So Vyadhi is only one part. Other 8 are different. It is in chitta level. Therefore, chitta vikshepa is number 1 for the deterioration of health, and to gain health, control chitta vikshepa and attain that by various method of practices. This given as a clue and as a significance as a medicine in the field of yoga, varieties of practices, everything by the immemorial time. Now also it gives the result. To share this, I am very happy. If anything mistake is there from my side, otherwise it is from the teachers and subject which is given from our ancestors. Thank you one and all for the cooperation and the given time. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for delivering beneficial speech. Sir is delivering yoga and health. When we follow yoga properly, we can maintain a proper health. And this was very nicely explained by our professor, K. Krishna Sharma, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Our next eminent speaker will be with us. He worked for the spreading message of yoga. He nurtured it in the formative days. He guided for spreading roots to wings. and he has been our strength and inspirations for our mission. He is nothing but our respected Subhasis sir. I would like to request Subhasis sir on the stage, and I request Borsa ma'am to escort him on the stage and deliver a valuable speech for us.
सर्वे सुखानि सन्तु सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कस्मित् दुःखम्. First of all, I convey my heartiest congratulations to the organizer of this webinar. Today is a very important day, and I am very much happy and enlightenment to attend the place of birthday of Mahapurush Srimanta Shankardev. महापुरुष शंकरदेव, आप लोग जानते हैं कि महापुरुष शंकरदेव का बर्थ प्लेस ये है, और बहुत साल आगे से महापुरुष शंकरदेव ने आसाम में योगा का एक वातावरण सृष्टि करके ऑलरेडी एस्टेब्लिश किया. So today is the main, this called Utsav. But what do you mean by Utsav? Ut means Unnati is developed, and Shama means everybody. तो योगा उत्सव का मीनिंग होता है जो योगों से हम सब लोग का क्या होगा, डेवलपमेंट. Development not only for the physical level, it development in physical, mental, and social level. Before my talk, that all the dignitaries of this lecturer, they are very nicely, scientifically, the effects of yoga in human bodies, mind, soul, already they have discussed. But my appeal, all of the students, all of the yoga lovers, all of the yoga experts of the Indian in the world, but sitting in a AC room, we have discussed this yoga is best. This is not the fact. We can work on the field of the yoga. हम लोग घर में बैठ के ऐसी रूम में बैठ के योगा का बारे में इतना बड़ा बड़ा बात करेगा, उससे सोसाइटी का ज्यादा डेवलप कुछ नहीं होगा. Because yoga, this is the only subject which can develop physical, mental, and social well-being. ये एक ही सब्जेक्ट है जो सब्जेक्ट से मनुष्य जीवन का क्या होता है, शारीरिक, मानसिक और सोशल बताइए, आध्यात्मिक बताइए, सबको डेवलप होने सकता है. There is no other subject in the world which can develop physical, mental, and social well-being. So we are lucky enough जो हम लोग जो आज those who are attend this program, हम लोग सब योगा का साथ जड़ित है. And my earnest request all of you that you have do your field work. हम लोग का ऐसा होना चाहिए, first you have select your locality. हम लोग देखिए एक दिन से क्या होता है, योगा का जो मैसेज ये सबको पहुंचाने नहीं सकते, बट हम लोग का एक प्रोजेक्ट होना चाहिए जो हम लोग छोटा छोटा प्रोजेक्ट करके हम लोग का फर्स्ट वी आर फैमिली, then our locality, then we can go to the district level, state levels, and after that in the world level. We have a project creating healthy and wealthy Ashantra yoga. But how we can in Assam, there are 26,000 of villages. We have a mission in the every village, one male and one female instructor we have produced. This is our mission. But how we can establish these things? But thing is already going on. That first of all, we in district level, that we this district coordinator, then we proceed to the village level, then we block level. So ultimately, we are proceeding that we have produced 52,000 yoga instructors in the state of Assam. Already, Government of Assam has आपको सुन के बहुत अच्छा लगेगा. In the field of yoga, Assam is the pioneer to establish yoga therapy in the world. You know, in this Kamakka, my Yogi Guru, Swami Shivananda Saraswati, who is established first yoga hospital in India. Not only India, in the world, in the Kamakka district of Nilachal Pahad. Secondly, we are very happy that we have established yoga therapy department in 1987 in the Guwahati Medical College and Hospital. Before that, there is no any yoga therapy department in the government college, government hospital, and any yoga sector. But there are some institutions that can work as a yoga institution, not as a yoga therapy. The influence of Swami Shivananda, बहुत अच्छा से Swami Shivananda ने आसाम में yoga therapy का even in the world also. In Assam, 3 medical colleges already introduced the yoga therapy department, Guwahati, Dibrugarh and Silchar, and Mahendra Mohan Hospital. आप लोग का those who are doing the courses of yoga, आप लोग के लिए message हम देना चाहता है. Within a short time, every medical college and every civil hospital of the Assam introducing the yoga therapy department. Lastly, we meet the Chief Minister of Assam and we can discuss. And Chief Minister ने हम लोग का काफी भरोसा जगाया कि within a short time. And recent you have seen some advertisement in the paper of Assam Tribune that some yoga instructor need for the medical college. Have you seen? आप लोग देखा है क्या? But you have to apply, you have to try, because in the field of yoga now, one thing is yoga teaching, another is yoga therapy. So those working in the field of yoga therapy, I think they need it is science based. पहले हम लोग जब yoga introduce किया था medical college में, my missus also working as a yoga teacher in the Guwahati Medical College, but she has no science base. But traditional system is now going on. Nowadays, it is established and government is trying. हम ये बात आप लोग को इसीलिए बता रहा, जो आप लोग का जो those who are the science student in our that university का एक कोर्स बहुत अच्छा चल रहा, कि इसमें क्या होता है, those who are the art background they are called MA in yoga, those who are the science background they are called MSc in yoga. It is a very fine decision and process is going on very nicely. So देखिए, we are working in the field of yoga in 2-3 levels. One is for the wellness of the yoga, for general fitness, teaching fitness, like this way. And another for the field of yoga for therapeutic value. हम लोग का सामने हम देख रहा आजकल क्या बहुत बड़ा बड़ा क्या हो रहा, नर्सिंग हो रहा, मेडिकल कॉलेज हो रहा. But why they are introducing that's yoga therapy, what they are interested. आप देखिए अमेरिका, this is the richest country in the world. Highest demand of the yoga teacher is in America. Why you know? Previous disease क्या होता था? Previous disease का problem था, that is unhygienist and illiteracy. Today the scenario is staying. पहले क्या था? बीमार का मूल कारण क्या था? जो unhygienic and illiteracy and financially weakness. अभी देखिए अमेरिका, they are the financially very strong, they are very hygienic country, but why they are suffering more? Why they need more yoga therapy unit in the America? Either 1% of the America for the government level, जो पैसा उन लोग का मिलता है for medical assistant, इंडिया का 1000 आदमी को 80 years में इतना नहीं मिलता. I can understand my ये आप लोग का बता नहीं सकेगा क्या होता है. अमेरिका के एक आदमी को एक साल में मेडिकल असिस्टेंट मिलता है, मैंने फाइनेंशियल असिस्टेंट. इंडिया में 1000 आदमी को उसका जो एवरेज एज हम 80 साल देखता है ना, एक साल में उसका ये भी पैसा नहीं मिलता है. तो वी आर सफरिंग फॉर द फाइनेंशियल क्राइसिस, देयरफॉर वी आर नॉट एबल टू, क्या हम लोग मेडिकल असिस्टेंट में जाने नहीं सक रहा. बट अमेरिका इज ए वेरी फाइनेंशियल साउंड कंट्री. नाउ द डिजीज पहले क्या था? 80% था साइको और unhygienist, illiteracy and financial crisis. Nowadays this chapter will change. Now we are hygienic, now we are financially somehow sound, but why we are suffering? Suffering means now psychosomatic disorder is mostly prominent. इसीलिए I mainly mention those who are attending this hall. So you have a good capacity, you have a good opportunity. आप लोग का पास इतना opportunity है जो आप, if you have developed scientifically yoga, scientific approach is most important for you, and the suffering is more day by day is going on. So if you हम लोग अच्छे से योगा एक्सपर्ट बनने सकेगा साइंटिफिक बैकग्राउंड से, तो आप लोग का एक मैसेज देने सकता है जो आप लोग कभी बेकार नहीं रहेगा. यू विल बी स्ट्रांग एंड द लक्ष्मी एंड नेम एंड फ्लेम. लक्ष्मी क्या मालूम है आपको? धन भी मिलेगा, मान भी मिलेगा, सम्मान भी मिलेगा. आई कैन गिव यू द गारंटी, बिकॉज इन असम वी आर वर्किंग इन द फील्ड ऑफ योगा लास्ट 40 years. अभी हम लोग का पास इतना योगा टीचर का डिमांड है जो हम लोग फुलफिल करने नहीं सक रहे. इसे किसीलिए nowadays the psychosomatic disorder is day by day ज्यादा हो रहा, जो हम लोग मेडिसिन से भी केयर नहीं करने सकता. Before my talk, all the you have already seen, all the speakers had आप लोग का पास अच्छा मैसेज भेजा कैसे योगा का इम्पैक्ट वर्ल्ड में आ रहा. तो आई रिक्वेस्ट ऑल ऑफ यू, आप लोग साइंटिफिकली योगा का सीखने की कोशिश कीजिए. देखिए दो चीज आप लोग का डेवलप हो गया. एक चीज यू हैव डेवलप फेथ इन द योगा. आप लोग का देखिए योगा का फेथ नहीं होता तो इतना कष्ट करके आज 4:30 हम सुना आप लोग बास करके गुवाहाटी से इधर पहुंचा है. उज्जवल ने आप लोग का क्या खिलाया नहीं खिलाया हमको मालूम नहीं है, बट आई थिंक आफ्टर मीटिंग ईटिंग इज मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट. आई थिंक आप लोग का दोपहर का खाना का भी सर ने अरेंजमेंट किया, बिकॉज ही इज अ योगा माइंडेड पीपल, नो, ही अंडरस्टैंड द रियलाइजेशन ऑफ द एवरीबॉडी. तो देखिए बात क्या होता है, जो फील्ड इन द योगा स्कोप इज देयर, अपॉर्चुनिटी इज देयर, बट दो चीज आपको हो गया. वन इज फेथ, अनदर इज क्या हुआ आप लोग का फेथ आप लोग का ऑलरेडी डेवलप हो गया। फेथ का बाद क्या होना चाहिए? स्टडी। आप लोग अच्छा, हमको मालूम नहीं है, लेकिन हम लोग जो रूम में बैठे हैं तो एसी है। आप लोग का यूनिवर्सिटी एसी एसी है क्या? सेंट्रल एसी है क्या? नहीं होना चाहिए, ये होना भी बुरा है। That you have developed your faith, you have developed your practice, studies, practice. Now one thing is most important for you to develop. This is start. Faith is already developed. स्टडी भी आप लोग का चल रहा। आप लोग का एक चीज नहीं हो रहा। आई कैन गिव यू, माने ये हम जोर से बता नहीं सकता है। क्या नहीं हो रहा आप लोग का, बताइए। क्या नहीं हो रहा? प्रैक्टिस नहीं हो रहा। प्लीज राइज योर हैंड। आप लोग कौन कौन रेगुलर योगा करता है? झूठ नहीं बताइए, राइज योर हैंड। रेगुलर प्रैक्टिस कौन कौन होता है? ओनली 5 and 6 and 7. So if you develop, you have to do this faith, study and practice. हमारा एक बार सौभाग्य मिला था इन माय नेटिव विलेज वेस्ट बंगाल। रामदेव बाबा गया था, तो उसका जो गेस्ट रूम था उसका पास में हमको रहने का एक सुযোগ मिला था। तो डॉट 3:30, आई एम ऑल्सो अर्ली राइजर, तो 3:30 में हम जो उठा तो रामदेव बाबा का एक चला उसका रूम से निकाला। तो हम पूछा, बाबा अभी क्या कर रहा? तो बता रहा 108 टाइम सूर्य नमस्कार किएगा करके 5:30 में कलकत्ता में सबसे बड़ा इंडोर स्टेडियम, नेताजी इंडोर स्टेडियम में वो जुगो प्रदर्शन किए। और हम लोग, आप लोग क्या करते हैं? वंस इन ए वीक में जुगो प्रैक्टिस नहीं करते, तो हमारा बात कोई आदमी सुनेगा? तो यू हैव टू प्रैक्टिस रेगुलर। आप लोग जितना तक आपको प्रैक्टिस नहीं करेगा, आज जितना बात हम लोग सुना है, ऑल द एक्सपर्ट दे कैन, अच्छे से वो लोग हमको सुना, बट यू हैव टू प्रैक्टिस दिस थिंग्स, वी फॉलो। देखिए, जो एक बेबी जन्म लेता है ना, तो उसका लिए क्या चीज सबसे अच्छा होता है? मदर्स मिल्क, है ना, मेमिलियन मिल्क। तो बच्चा पहले लेता है क्या? लेने नहीं चाहता है। दोज हू आर मदर दे विल अंडरस्टैंड। तो बच्चे को क्या करने होता है? उसको पुश करने होता है ना। पुश करने का बाद क्या होता है? कभी वो आपको दूध छूटता है? आप छूना चाहता है तो नहीं छूना चाहता है। जो वो ऐसे एक सब्जेक्ट है, इफ वी पुश, उसका अंदर में हम झुका देगा ना तो कभी नहीं छुड़ेगा। दिस इज द आवर इम्पोर्टेंट, जो हम लोग पर्सनली इनिशिएट लेके समाज को दिखे। जुगो इज द ओनली थिंग व्हिच कैन गिव अस, क्या क्या जो जुगो चीज देने सकता है? एक शांति, पीस देने सकता है। Another thing is क्रांति। You know what is the क्रांति? देखिए, हम लोग का जीवन में, आप लोग का फैमिली में देखिए, आप लोग जो कमाता है ना, बट those who are practicing जुगो लोग को नहीं बता रहा। I'm looking at some Juga expert is there, some Juga like Donna, she is a very, came from Tripura, है ना? She is very honestly practicing Juga for very younger stage से वो Juga का फील्ड में काम कर रहा। तो सब बहुत ही है, हमारा भी कुछ स्टूडेंट भी है, माँ भी है, हम देख रहा। Not for that message. In our family आप देखिए, आपको रिलेटिव को देखिए, आपको फैमिली का में देखिए क्या होता है? जो अर्निंग होता है उसका 1% क्या हो रहा? मेडिसिन का तब जा रहा। जो हम कमाता है उसका कुछ परसेंट हम लोग इन्वेस्टमेंट नहीं हो रहा, हम लोग मेंटेनेंस के लिए खर्चा कर रहा ना। और तो कुछ चीज आएगा, रिप्ले में आ गया, आपका क्या आ गया, इसमें भी आप बहुत खर्चा करते हैं। तो देखिए, इन द फील्ड ऑफ योगा, and if you follow the Bhagavad Gita, हम ज्यादा श्लोक आप लोग को बताने नहीं सकता है, बताने नहीं भी चाहता है। If you follow the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, which is the manual of life, आप लोग का कुछ देखने का जरूरत नहीं है। इन श्रीमद् भागवत गीता में देखिए आपको ब्यूटिफिकेशन लिए कैसे अच्छा उसका मैसेज है, लाइफस्टाइल के लिए कैसा मैसेज है, आपको हेल्थ के लिए कैसा मैसेज है, आहार विहार, ये श्लोक तो आप लोग जानते हैं, नियमित आहार, नियमित निद्रा, परिमित आहार। तो योगा, इन द फील्ड ऑफ योगा, श्रीमद् भागवत गीता इज द मैनुअल ऑफ आवर लाइफ। इफ वी फॉलो द श्रीमद् भागवत गीता, हम लोग का ज्यादा ग्रंथ पढ़ने का भी इतना जरूरत भी नहीं है। एंड मेन जो चीज होता है, जस्ट यू हैव, आप लोग का एक एक एग्जाम्पल पढ़ने, हम लोग मुख से ऐसे 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 जुगा ऐसा काम होता है, ऐसा होता है, ऐसा होता है, ऐसे बताने से नहीं। यू हैव बिकम द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ जुगा। तो एग्जाम्पल देके दूसरा को इंटरेस्ट लेगा। नाउ माय टाइम इज ओनली 20 मिनट। तो आई होप हम लोग सब मिलके युग का प्रयोग से हम लोग का जीवन सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम के तरफ से लेके जाइए। थैंक यू ऑल ऑफ यू। लास्ट ऑफ ऑल आई convey my best gratitude to Dr. Ujjwal Muscat. He will give me the opportunity to give the talk for you, sharing my lecture. अभी देखिए दोपहर हो गया, खाली पेट से अच्छा बात भी आपको अच्छा नहीं लगेगा। तो आफ्टर दैट वी हैव, फिर हम लोग का मिलेगा, फिर हम लोग बातचीत करेंगे। ओके, थैंक्स ऑल ऑफ यू। ओम शांति, ओम शांति, ओम।
Thank you, sir, for your constructive thinking related to yoga for the welfare of the society. He is Subhasish Kar, founder, director of Indian Yoga Culture and Yoga Therapy. Sir, kindly, sir, go to the center of the stage. May I request our respected PC, sir, Dr. Minal Kumar Bora, to felicitate with a Fulam Gamusa as a token of love and respect to the Subhasish, sir. Our PC sir is offering a Fulam Gamusa as a token of love and respect towards the Subhasish sir and a bouquet of flowers.
हाँ कोमल, हाँ करेंगे अभी।
Thank you, sir.
webinar चल रहा है ना, ये होते ही आपको जी।
Now we have come to the last segment of our program, that is nothing but the yoga break.
ठीक है मैम।
And this session will be conducted by our respected
मैं बताऊंगा, थोड़ा वेबिनार में बिजी हूँ।
Malay Sinha sir. Because this yoga break is developed by Ayush Ministry for the employees.
So good afternoon. So we practice 5 minutes duration yoga break protocol practices. So with me, Avinash is here, the demonstrator. So I'll give the instruction. All of you can participate also. You can practice also. So 5 minutes practice. So this is actually for office people, office working people. Those who are working in office, they feel tired. They cannot focus properly after continuous working in desks. For them, this session. So Ayush Ministry has suggested this session, 5 minutes duration yoga practices. So here some asanas, standing asanas, then pranayama, then end with meditation. So these are the protocols of yoga practices. So first we'll practice Tarasana, then Urdhva Tarasana, then Tarasana.
अभी ना साइड में आ जाओ, थोड़ा सा साइड में आप प्रोजेक्ट
All of you can practice with along with Avinash.
Okay.
So you can stand. You can keep your legs together. You can keep 2-3 inches apart so that you can balance your body. Keep your back neck straight. Now adapt Namaskar Mudra.
इस तरह देंगे सर,
Then interlock the fingers.
यहाँ पर देंगे
Interlock the fingers. Then slowly stretch up. Stretch your whole hands without bending the elbows. Don't break your elbows. Just deep breathing. Here, 3 deep breaths. So without lifting the heels, only just stretching. Open up the chest, stretch your shoulders, stretch your hands without breaking the elbows. Now with exhalation, slowly bend towards the right. Urdhva, Uttanasana, Parshvottanasana. Then inhale back to the center. Then exhale, bend towards the left. Then inhale, center. Then exhale, bend other side, right side. Inhale, center. Now slowly bring down your hands above your head, like this. Then this time we'll do balancing pose, Tarasana. Just inhale, stretch your hands slowly, then raise your heels up, stand on your toes. Feel your entire body on the toes. Balance yourself. Balance your mind, balance your body. Just deep breathing, 3 deep breaths. Then slowly bring down your heels, bring down your hands. Then bring down your hands. Relax. So this is the first set of asanas. Next set we will go for Skanda Chakra Asana, means shoulder rotation. So legs together. Slowly raise your hands sideways up. Then turn your palm. Then bend your elbow, your palms on your shoulders. Then join the elbows. Inhale, rotate up and down, 3 rounds. 2, 3. Now anti-clockwise, from down to up. Down, inhale, and exhale up. Join your elbows together. 2, and 3. So bring down your hands, relax. Next practice, we will do Utthana Mandukasana. So slowly raise your arms up. Palms forward. Now bend your right palm, right elbow, then place your right palm on your shoulder blades, left shoulder blades. Then left palm on your right shoulder blades. This is Utthana Mandukasana. This is very good for your shoulders, chest, and shoulder blades also. Here's the neck pain, shoulder pain. So next, next Kati Chakrasana will do. Stretch your leg, hands, then bring down your hands. Kati Chakrasana, legs together. Now raise your hands shoulder level. So join your both the palms facing each other. Then exhalation, slowly turn to the right side.
सर
Stretch your waist.
रिक्वेस्ट तो आया नहीं है सर.
Then inhale back to the center. And exhale towards the right. You can bend your left elbow.
जी जी जी
Then
सर.
inhale center.
ओ,
and
ये
exhale,
लक्ष्मीकांतन जी बन
right
गए.
side.
ओहो,
Inhale
एक-
center. Bring down your hands, relax. Next, we will go for Ardha Chakrasana. Now keep your palms on your waist. You can keep your fingers forward, then your thumb in between your spinal column. Now inhalation, slowly bend your back. Ardha Chakrasana, half wheel pose. Just 3 deep breaths. Open up your chest, stretch your neck. Just deep breathing. Knees straight. Now slowly exhale, come up. Bring down your hands. Just deep breathing, relax. Next, we'll do Prasarita Pada Hastasana. With legs apart, we'll do forward bending. Apart your legs 2 to 3 feet. Now inhalation, slowly raise your hands up. Then exhalation, bend like a table. Forward bending like a table. Then slowly bend. You can keep your palms in between your both the feet or bend as much you can. Just stay there, deep breathing. 3 deep breaths. Feel the blood on your head. Stretching of your hamstring muscles. So now inhale, slowly come up. Slowly come up. Feel the blood flow coming down from the head. Bring down your hands. Relax. Feel all the changes. Close your eyes. Now deep breathing. Just feel your body light and relaxed. Deep rest. Be focused. Feel the balancing effect of your mind and body. Deep breathing. 3 deep breaths. Now slowly sitting position. Come to the sitting position. All of you. Sit in your chair. Now we'll do Nari Shuddhi Pranayama. Adapt Nashika Mudra. Keep your back neck straight. Take your position. Nashika Mudra. Now close your right nostril. Inhale through the left. Then close your left nostril. Open up the right nostril. Exhale through the right. Then again inhale through the right. Then exhale through the left. One more round. Inhale left. Exhale right. Very slowly, gently. Slow deep breathing. Feel the flow of air on your nostrils. Balancing effect on your mind. And now last we'll go for dhyana, meditation. Now Brahmari will do Brahmari, then meditation. So do Brahmari. So keep your fingers, then close your ears. Then inhalation, chant Brahmari. No sound, Om sound also. Feel the resonance throughout the whole body from toes to head. Your whole body resonate. Try to feel it. The subtle effect on your whole body. Last round. Inhale. Okay, now stop the practice. Just close your eyes. Now meditation. Just concentrate on your third eye, the eyebrow center. Continue to focus on your eyebrow center. Keep your breathing natural and normal. So we'll end the session with Omkara. Inhale deeply. Thank you all. This is the 5 minutes yoga break protocol according to International Yoga Day. Thank you all.
Thank you, Malay Sinha sir, for conducting the yoga break program nicely. Due to some
sorry, sir.
urgent work,
जी, sir.
our chief guest, Vice Chancellor of Sri Sri University, Kotak, Odisha, has disconnected from us. Now, the Vice Chancellor of the university, Professor B.R. Sharma, has connected with us. Sir, can you hear me?
Namaste,
Namaste,
namaste, and thank you.
Namaste, sir. Sir, you can move
Okay.
your valuable speech very shortly.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, namaste to one and all the dignitaries. Once again, I'm very sorry because it was unfortunately it was organized without any because it was some urgent, so therefore I left the this program in the beginning. So sorry for that, but nothing to worry now. I can justify my role, which has been given to me, assigned to me. So the topic given to me is the role of yoga for advancement in spirituality. This is the topic given to me. First of all, let me just discuss with you, because you know only yoga means union. And union of what people used to say, body, mind, some of them they say the lower self to the higher self. So, but I'm going to discuss with you with a view to show you the role of yoga, how we can advance ourselves in the spiritual side. So this is a very, very important topic, because the whole purpose of yoga is to take us to that end, that is the purpose. But to reach to that, because we have to learn the journey, how we can go. So first of all, let me discuss with you some synonym terms of yoga. Yoga means, the one meaning of yoga is sahanana. Sahanana means it is a kind of armored. When the soldier goes to the battlefield, he is totally armored, So yoga is said to be a kind of kavach. Kavach means it is a shield. So if you are aware of the kavach and kundal of the Karna, which were taken before the battle, Mahabharata battle by Lord Krishna from Karna. So that kind of what you call the kavach and kundal. So this is a kavach. Yoga is said to be a kavach. If it is, this kavach is not understandable to you, then you must call it as a bulletproof jacket. So yoga is a bulletproof jacket. If you wear it properly, I think that you will not be harmed. This is a one. So how, first of all, you have to learn to wear this jacket properly so that the external environment cannot affect you. This is a one part. So this is called yoga number one. It is a bulletproof. Remember, yoga is a bulletproof jacket. This battle in which we are, in this battle, if you wear this jacket, you will not be harmed. Now, not only the cough and even the cough and cold will not be able to disturb you, if you wear this jacket properly. I mean, if you practice it, if you make it your lifestyle, everyday lifestyle. So this is the one aspect. The second one is yoga sahanana upaya. Suppose till date you could not wear this jacket, you could not practice this, you could not dive deep into it. So then there are certain means by which, if certain problems are there, that can be overcome with the help of certain procedures of yoga, and therefore yoga is also called upaya. Now the third one is yoga sananopa dhyan. It is a dhyan. If all the students may be knowing, some of them they are using the this magnifying glass, So what happens to the magnifying glass when you keep it in front of the sun? What happens? It is a focused, and wherever this magnifying, this sunlight is focused, it has the capacity to learn that particular area. So that kind of focus can be developed with the help of these yogic procedures. So yoga gives you that kind of focus. So yoga is, in other words, is a magnifying glass. Keep this in mind. If you make use of this yoga properly, not only don't limit yoga only to asana and pranayama. It has a deep level of understanding. If you go to that, then you will be able to develop that kind of a focus, and this focus is nothing but a kind of in other words, you can say it is a magnifying glass. Yoga sananopaya dhyan sangati. Gati is a rhythm. This universe has its own rhythm. Our body is made up of 5 elements, and it has also a rhythm. You know, if you understand the rhythm of this universe, if you understand the rhythm of your own self, and that is what is the purpose of yoga, to understand the rhythm of our body mind complex. This is a very, very important. And if you understand your rhythm first with the help of certain procedures, then you will be able to develop that kind of harmony, what you call, with the universe. You know, in other words, this Sangeet, yoga is said to be also a music, Sangeet. No, Sangeet, music. So the music that is going on. Almost all the scientists, they have accepted that before the creation, there was a sound in the, and everything, if you go through the Rig Vedic, what you call, the one aspect of creation, which says that everything is created out of this sound, and this prime sound is said to be Om. And if we are unable to hear that sound because our sensory organs, they are meant outside. Say, for example, in Kathopanishad, beautifully it is said, Pranchikhani Vyatint Swambhuna. Therefore, they are only listening. You are listening the outer sound, you are seeing the outer world, you are smelling outer, what you call, the aroma or the fragrance, or outer things only. So it is a natural that these sensory organs are meant outside. So if you do it properly, as in Patanjali Yoga Sutra, beautifully it is said in the 29th Sutra of the first chapter, that Tata, if you recite Om, 28th Sutra says, Tad japas tadartha bhavanam. If you recite this Om and if you contemplate the meaning of this Om, then what happens to you? The 29th Sutra says, Tataha pratyek chetana adigama. Your consciousness, which is moving outward, along with the sensory organs, automatically, because the sensory organs, they will become introvert. And once you become introvert, then what will happen to you? There will be no obstacle in your path. That is what it says. So this is what is a Sangeet. If you learn this Sangeet, music, with a view to learn this, you have to attune yourself properly. Unless you attune yourself, you will not be able to. So this is what, and the last one is the Yukti. Yukti means there are many procedures in yoga which helps you to reach to that point, that spirituality. It helps you to transform yourself totally into that. But how to reach to that state? This is a question now. And how this yoga plays an important role. So you might have heard, you are also repeating in the beginning, when there was a lighting of the lamp, and some of the students, they were reciting the mantra Astoma Satgame and Tamsoma Jyotirgame, something like that. They were reciting these such mantras. And at the end, we used to call Shanti, Shanti, and Shanti. Whenever we are going to the class after this, we are reciting some prayers, and we used to call Shanti, Shanti, Shanti 3 times. Why we used to call Shanti 3 times? We have to understand that. And the whole, this what you call the procedure, the process is inbuilt in it if we find. So each and every action, whatever the action you are performing, you have to learn, you have to ask yourself, why I am performing this action. Now here I am asking you this question, why we are reciting this Shanti, Shanti, Shanti 3 times? You know, there are in Sankhya philosophy, particularly in Sankhya Karika, the first Karika it says, Dukha Traya Avigatat Jigyasa Tad Apgatake Hito. Only to the purpose of the whole Indian thought is to overcome the threefold suffering. What is that threefold suffering? Adhyatmik Dukha, Bhautik Dukha, and Devik Dukha. These are the threefold suffering. Just give you the glimpses. All problems are related to the body mind. If you say the bodily problem, if there is a temperature, why there is a temperature? You have to diagnose it. Why there is a temperature? Is it the bidal? Is it the malaria? Is it any infection in the body? Why there is a fever in the body? You have to diagnose it properly. And after the diagnose, only the doctor can give you the medicine, you know, you can overcome that problem for a time being, but not permanently. That is what Sankhya philosophy says, that there's no solution for the physical, this dukkha, permanent solution for this physical problem. Similarly, if we talk about the mental problem, there's no permanent solution. Time being, there may be solution, but there's no permanent. What is that? Let us understand this. What is this? This mental dukkha. Whatever you want, you will not be able to achieve it. Whatever you achieve, you may be able to possess it, but you will not be able to enjoy it. Now, at this moment, some of you, they are coming from the outside, they are away from their parents. Parents wants to live along with the children, but they cannot. Some of the parents, they are staying in India. Some of the children, they are staying in America. So they cannot live together. So there is a problem. Is there any solution for this permanent solution? There's no permanent solution. This is what, because the parents, they give the wings to the children, and children has to fly thereafter, you know. So you cannot expect that the children will be continuously with you. They cannot be. So there's no permanent solution for this mental problem also. So likewise, the bhautik dukkha, the problem which is created by the other beings, fellow beings, say for example, dog bites or snake bites, what we do? We go to the doctor, he gives us injection and we become all right. But can you give me guarantee that this dog or snake will not bite again? So there's no permanent solution for this also. Similarly, the devik dukkha means it is an imbalance in the divine forces, the natural forces which are maintaining the this or everything of this universe. You know, the sun is rising, right time is setting. If it sets right time. Everything is being managed systematically, and it is being managed by the natural forces. And whenever there is an imbalance in the natural forces, there is a tsunami, there is a flood, there's no rain at all. So such type of problems. So uncertainty, in other words, this is, so you cannot. So our sages and saints, our yogis, ancient people, they have ancient masters. Even Mahatma Buddha has also said that there's no permanent solution from, if you expect that you can overcome these threefold suffering from the material things, it will not be possible for you to overcome. So what is the solution then? Buddha has given you the Four Noble Truths, and our all thinkers, ancient masters, they have given us a strategy. You can call it a technology, with the help of which you will be able to reach to that state where there's no dukkha at all. Because this dukkha is created by all of us. We are responsible for our pain and pleasure. No one else is responsible for that. So what is that strategy? Beautifully, it is also there in the Patanjali Yoga Sutra. It is available in the Mahatma Buddha, and this strategy is accepted by one and all our Indian philosophers. What is that? Let us discuss this in a short, because time is very short. So friends, first of all, you have to diagnose the problem. What is the problem? What is the cause of this dukkha? This is what is to be understood. So the cause of dukkha, Maharishi Patanjali says, drashta drishya sanyogo heya hetu. This is the cause. What is that? I am mistaking myself with that which I am not. I am mistaking myself as this body. I am mistaking myself as this mind. I am mistaking myself something. I am correlating. I am not. I have misidentified myself with this body and the phenomena associated with this body. This is my house. This is my car. This is my this. This is my. This is a misidentification I have made, and because of this misidentification, I am suffering. This is the cause of the problem. And this is the cause of the problem. Now, how to overcome this cause? Maharishi Patanjali says, if you, why this cause is? Because of the avidya, because of the ignorance, because of this, we do not have the proper knowledge of ourselves. And therefore, because of this ignorance, we are suffering today. And therefore, unless we remove this ignorance, we will not be able to overcome this threefold suffering permanently. And to remove this, he has given us this tool, which we call yoga. And therefore, in the fourth pillar is of this strategy is, Maharishi Patanjali says, what you call Vivek Khatir Abhipalva Hanupaya. What is this treatment for this? How we can overcome this threefold suffering? He says, Vivek Khyati. Vivek Khatir Abhipalva. Abhipalva Vivek Khyati. Abhipalva. Vipalva means shaking. Abhipalva means unshaking. The knowledge which you have received from the master, from the scripture, it may not help you to overcome these problems permanently. Therefore, because this knowledge, hard knowledge and inferential knowledge is not a complete knowledge. So what is complete knowledge? It says abhipalav, that knowledge which is based on your concrete experiences. And what is, from where these concrete experiences you are going to get? There is only yoga. And therefore, yoga is a common matrix for all the Indian philosophers. If you go to the Nyaya philosophy, Akshpada Gautam says, without samadhi, you will not be able to overcome this threefold suffering permanently. If you go to the other philosophies, all have accepted this. Without yoga, there will not be concrete experiences. So yoga gives you concrete experiences. And that is the reason why Maharishi Patanjali says in the 28th sutra of the second chapter, wherein he says, Yoganga Anushtanat. Yogangon ke Anushtan se. Through the, if you follow this eightfold path of yoga properly, then what will happen to you? There will be ashuddhi kshay. All impurities will be eliminated at one hand, and there will be a light of wisdom. And in the light of wisdom, you will be able to discriminate whatever the misunderstanding we have developed, that I am Sharma, I am this, I am that. This misidentification will be understood. So this ignorance will be improved. This ignorance is impurity. This impurity will be removed, and you will be able to realize, oh, I am not this, I am this. This is called Viveka Khyati. So dear friend, that is the role of yoga for removing this agyan, the misidentification, and with the help of this, we can reach to that state and we can actualize who am I. And this who am I is only, this is the pursuit of the Indian thought, that all have started this thought that who am I. So you will be able to actualize who am I, and you will be stay in that state of mind, what we Patanjali calls it, tada drashtu surupe avasthanam. You will be able to stay in your own original surupa. So I think that I will stop here, and I will invite some questions. Otherwise, if there's no question, then I may continue. but I think that I have completed my time. So 20 minutes I have taken. If there is a procedure of taking the question answers, I am ready to take the question answer. Thank you very much once again for inviting me for this talk. I'm very sorry that in the beginning I could not stay continuously with you because of my own reasons. So sorry for that. Thank you very much. And if there are questions, I will answer the questions.
Thank you, sir, for your informative speech. In spite of your busy schedule, you again connected with us and give us a valuable speech, and it gives us a great impact on our coming Yoga International Day also, sir. Any question?
एक seminar चल रहा है.
Sir, one question.
Yes, please. What is the question, please?
I am wireless.
Yes. Please
Hello?
let me know.
Yes. Good morning, sir. Thank you so much for your speech. Sir, I am a researcher in environmental science, and my work deals with relating problem related to pollution and solid waste management. So, like the environment problem, the climatic problem, do you think that yoga has got some solution to manage those problems?
Yes, 100%. If we live a yogic way of life, then this, or it will be environmental friendly. Yoga is a environmental friendly. If you practice it properly, I think that, as in the pandemic, you might have observed that people were emphasizing that you have to increase your immunity, So if you follow this proper way of life, I think, or practice it properly, systematically, as in Patanjali Yoga Sutra, beautifully it is said, it is Satu Dirgha Kal Nairantarya Satkara Sevito. Dirgha Kal, for a long period of time, continuity is to be maintained, and at the same time, what you call this, your attitude should be receptive. Then only this will help you to avoid this all problems, and you will be able to increase that immunity. So if all of us in the whole world, if people are following the yogic way of life, I think that it will be a environmental friendly, and we can overcome this problem also. So I think that this much will be the answer for you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone?
Thank you.
Any other question?
Another question, sir, from Ankita Bhattapur.
Yes. So, madam, you can take the question and immediately you, with a view to save the time.
Sir, my question is, when we talk about Four Noble Truths, we talk about suffering, and we talk about the marvels, the way how we come out of the suffering. But in practical world, is it really possible to get out of every suffering that we get really in this worldly life?
Of course, my dear, this problem is created by all of us. There's no dukkha in this world. We are the creator of our pain and pleasure, my dear. It depends upon the mindset, how you perceive the universe. It depends upon you, my dear. So if your perception is clear, if you think that when you think that your body is made up of 5 elements, and each every particle of this universe is made up of 5 elements, your mindset will be different. You will treat other people in a different manner. You will not go in other direction. So your way of thinking, your mindset will be changed, and yoga has that ability, that potential to change the mindset of the people. So if we change the mindset, there's no pain and there's no pleasure. We are responsible our pain and pleasure. We are the creator of our pain and pleasure because of our own ignorance. So therefore, I think that this is a most practical. It is not only a theory; it is a practical, most practical aspect. If you, even though you Yagnavalkya has beautifully said, "Sukhasya dukhasya na kopi data." No one can give you pain and pleasure in this world. If you think that you are suffering because of someone, it is your mistake, you know. It is your, and if you think that I have done something for someone, aham kromiti vritha vimana, I have done this, I have done that, it is a kind of false, what you call the pride, you know, false notion. And then who is the responsible? So karma sutram grathita hi loka. Whatever the deeds, whatever we are doing, how we are perceiving and how we are acting in this universe, it depends upon an individual, how he is perceiving and how he is reacting to the situation. So individually is responsible for the pain and pleasure. No one else is responsible in this world. So dear friend, it is a most practical science. It is a most practical. This is what is my answer to you. Thank you very much for your question. It's a wonderful question.
Thank you. No more questions, sir. Sir, we are really privileged that you are with us.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Valuable speech.
Thank you very much, madam. And once again, I'm sorry because there was a selection committee and it was urgent. Our chancellor was there in the meeting, so I had to go there. So therefore,
No, sir, we have managed and you have
thank you very much.
connected with us and contributed with your valuable speech. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Please convey my regards to Vice Chancellor as well as the Maskeji, Professor Maskeji. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Namaste, sir.
Thank you.
Now we have come to the last segment of our program, that is the vote of thanks. And vote of thanks will be given by our head of the Department of Yogic Science and Naturopathy Department, Dr. Ujjwal Arun Maske.
Thank you, Madam. Before vote of thanks, हमारे लिए बहुत सौभाग्य की बात है कि आज हमारे साथ योगाचार्य सुभाषिष काल सर यहाँ पर है और साथ में उनके अर्धांगिनी मैडम सिक्ता देवकार मैडम भी हमारे साथ है. आई विल रिक्वेस्ट वर्षा मस्के मैम, प्लीज मैडम को स्टेज पर लाइए. और वर्षा मस्के मैम विल elicitate Sikta Devkar ma'am with Pulangamosa and bouquet. Please. सिक्ता देवकार मैम 1988 से ही योग के क्षेत्र में जुड़े हुए हैं. जब हमारा जन्म हुआ था लगभग उसी समय से, और 1983 में जीएमसी गुवाहाटी ज्वाइन कर लिए थे और तब से निरंतर योगा थेरेपी जीएमसी के थ्रू दे रहे हैं. आपका बहुत बहुत योगदान है. अभी पूर्वांचल योग महिला समिति भी है, वहां पर भी आप बहुत प्रमुख भूमिका में हैं. बहुत बड़ा कंट्रीब्यूशन है, लेकिन एक छाया के रूप में आप सर के साथ होते हैं हमेशा. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद मैम. नमस्कार. Now the last vote of thanks session. सबसे पहले हम लोगों ने जो मॉर्निंग का सेशन किया था बोतद्रवा सत्र बोर्डवा नगांव में, उसके लिए बोतद्रवा सत्र के सत्राधिकार, प्रेसिडेंट और सेक्रेटरी जिन्होंने उसके लिए परमिशन दी थी, उन सभी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. उन्होंने इतना ब्यूटीफुल प्लेस हमें दिया था योगाभ्यास करने के लिए, जिसके कारण ये प्रोग्राम संभव हो सका. तो उन सभी लोगों को धन्यवाद. सुबह के कार्यक्रम में श्रीजुत बाबुल बोरा बाप आए थे, प्रधान संपादक श्रीमंत शंकरदेव संघ, और हमारे यूनिवर्सिटी में अभी डायरेक्टर है फाइनेंस एंड प्लानिंग कम चीफ कोऑर्डिनेटर MSSV. उनका भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, जो उन्होंने समय निकालकर, बहुत व्यस्ततम समय में से उन्होंने समय निकाला और आए और हमारे प्रोग्राम में इनॉग्रेशन किया. और इतने सुबह कार्यक्रम में 4 बजे से सुबह निकले थे लोग, 3 बजे उठे हैं गुवाहाटी में, 4 बजे तक रेडी हुए, 4:15 बजे तक हमारे कैंपस में पहुंचे, 4:30 बजे वहां से निकले और यहाँ पर 7:15 7:25 तक पहुंचे हैं. आप सभी लोग जो उस कार्यक्रम में उपस्थित थे, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, क्योंकि कार्यक्रम आपके कारण हुआ है। यदि आप वहां नहीं होते तो कार्यक्रम कैसे संभव होता। तो सबसे ज्यादा थैंक्स आप लोगों को, जो आपने इतना कष्ट किया आज के कार्यक्रम के लिए और उसको सफलतापूर्वक संपन्न करने में अपनी भूमिका निभाई। आज का यहाँ का कार्यक्रम वेबिनार का संपन्न हुआ। वहां पर हमारे वाइस चांसलर इंचार्ज डॉक्टर मृणाल कुमार बोरा सर थे इनॉग्रेटर। उनका भी मैं यहाँ धन्यवाद करता हूँ कि उन्होंने यूजीसी के कामों में बिजी है फिर भी समय निकाल कर यहाँ आए और कार्यक्रम का उद्घाटन किया। उनके साथ में हमारे प्रोफेसर PR शर्मा सर, वाइस चांसलर श्री श्री यूनिवर्सिटी कटक ओडिशा, वो भी आपने अभी सुना उनको कि समय से समय निकालकर उन्होंने यहाँ पर उपस्थित हुए। समय को 2 भागों में विभाजित किया, पहले और लास्ट में, और फिर भी वो हमारे साथ थे। डेफिनेटली हम सब उससे बेनिफिट हुए हैं। उनका भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। साथ में प्रोफेसर मधुसूदन पेन्ना सर, वाइस चांसलर कवि कुलगुरु कालिदास यूनिवर्सिटीज रामटेक महाराष्ट्र, वो भी हमारे साथ गेस्ट ऑफ ऑनर के रूप में जुड़े थे। उनका भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, जो उन्होंने अपने समय निकाल कर हमें दिया और हमें उद्बोधन दिया। प्रोफेसर के कृष्णा शर्मा सर, वो भी अति व्यस्त थे, उन्होंने हमें समय दिया 12 बजे के बाद का और अपने समय पर वो उपस्थित हुए। बहुत लाभकारी जानकारी हमें मिली। साथ में मोरारजी देसाई नेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ योगा के डॉक्टर IV वासाव रेड्डी सर, जिन्होंने पर्सनली इस जो ये हमारा प्रोजेक्ट है उसको पास किया और हमें ये चांस दिया ये प्रोग्राम करने का, उन्हें धन्यवाद। किसी व्यस्तता के कारण वो अहमदाबाद गए हुए हैं मिनिस्ट्री के प्रोग्राम में, इसलिए हमसे कनेक्ट नहीं हो सके। उनके बिहाफ में डॉक्टर बंधन सर हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए थे। उनका भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद कि उन्होंने समय निकाला और हमारे साथ जुड़े। हमारे साथ जुड़े योगाचार्य सुभाषिष कार सर, कुछ थोड़ा सा गलतफहमी हो गई थी, इसलिए सर को वहां जाना पड़ा और वहां से फिर से यहाँ आना पड़ा। समय काफी गया, आपको माफी चाहते हैं सर, हमारे कारण आपको थोड़ा सा कष्ट हुआ। लेकिन आप हमारे साथ आए यहाँ पर, क्योंकि आप ही एकमात्र यहाँ पर योग विद्वान है जो फिजिकली हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए हैं, बाकी सब ऑनलाइन जुड़े हुए थे। आपका और मैडम का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। और यहाँ पर कार्यक्रम को सफल बनाने में बहुत सारे लोगों का योगदान है। हमारे साथ कृष्णा जी है, 2 दिन से हम लगातार लगे हुए हैं, क्योंकि ये टेक्नोलॉजी जो है, हमें टीचिंग आता है, टेक्नोलॉजी उतनी ज्यादा आती है, लेकिन उतनी ज्यादा नहीं आती है। बहुत कष्ट हुआ है। दोपहर से कल शाम को 8 बजे तक उन्होंने कोशिश किया है, तब जाके इसको सेटअप किया है। और कृष्णा जी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। दीपक जी यहाँ पर लगे हुए थे हमारे साथ, बुद्ध जी लगे हुए थे, और इस पूरे कार्यक्रम को रियली सेंट्रली ऑर्गेनाइज करने में डॉक्टर सरकार सर का बहुत बड़ा योगदान है। उसको जो हमने इमेजिन किया था उसको एग्जीक्यूट करने के लिए, उसको सपोर्ट करने के लिए उन्होंने बहुत हमारी हेल्प की है। उनका भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। फिर जो मेरे हाथ है, मतलब मेरे फैकल्टी मेंबर्स, उनका भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, क्योंकि हम सब लोग बिजी थे। उसमें से भी मादन जी, ये भी अपने घर से सुबह कितने बजे निकले हैं। वर्षा जी मेरे ऑब्सेंस में कहाँ कहाँ बाजार में जा रहे थे, मार्केट में, और बहुत सारा उन्होंने कष्ट किया है। मलय सर, उन्होंने भी मेरे ऑब्सेंस में जहाँ जाओ बोला, ये सुंदर सा स्टैंड हम लोगों ने लाया और योगा मैट वगैरह लाए, उन्होंने काफी हेल्प की। लिली मैडम और रोनी मैडम और नाजिया मैडम, रक्षा मैडम आए हैं हमारे यहाँ। सभी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। जो लोगों ने इसको सक्सेसफुल करने में हेल्प की है, उन सभी का मैं मनपूर्वक, हृदयपूर्वक धन्यवाद देता हूँ। और यहाँ पर इस कार्यक्रम को यही समाप्त हुआ ऐसी घोषणा करता हूँ। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir. Here we come to our end of our programs. But this resounding